Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Last time we were talking about template running on Hello World with Django using HTTP response. So let's go back to our browser. This is what we ran last time. So we don't actually want this. We don't want it to be showing up actually. We want something else like the fashion template we saw in the last video, a couple of last videos. So we want it to be showing up when we go to 127.0.0.1 port 8080. So we want this template to be actually be showing up instead of the HTTP response we got. We don't want that, but we want this by itself. We don't want this to be showing up. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. Let us view the page source. As you can see, you see the H1 we declared in the template in the HTTP, so in the views the H1 is also there. So we can't actually write all this code in an HTTP response, so we need another way to make it work. So let's go back to the code. So this is what we were returning in the browser. So we have to get rid of that and get rid of this. So we're going to be using render. When you were opening the project, it will say that it was imported automatically by Django itself. So we're going to be using return render, which was gotten from the shortcut, Django shortcut. So we say return render, then text in a request with index.html. But this index.html, we don't have it in the project itself yet. So we need to create a folder that takes in a template. Then we'll create another folder with the app name we created instead. That's website. So now let's open this directory where we just created this folder. So we open the fashion template and copy all HTML files. We copy all the HTML files in the fashion template. The link will be in the description to get this template. So we'll go back to the main project directory. Then we open the website, then template, then the website again. Then we paste the shortcut. We paste the HTML, not the shortcut actually. So we paste it. Then this is the index we were writing there in the views.py, the index.html that we were writing. So this now we have an index.html here. So we are having an index.html in the function of home that we are pointing to. So let's save this and run. Oh, something. I think the server is down. Let's check it. I think the server is down. Let's check it. Okay, yeah, the server is down. So let's just run python manage.py run server. Okay, we got no errors. Now let's refresh. Okay, we got an error. Template does not exist at. So we have an error. This saying us the template does not exist. So what is wrong? What is wrong? Let's go back to the code. So we are pointing to index.html. Okay, so we need to add a website that is going. We need to add the app name, then the slash to point to the index.html. If you understand HTML file convention, you understand this. So we reload. Now, as you can see, we have an ugly looking HTML without no CSS, without no JavaScript. We didn't copy the CSS, we didn't copy the JavaScript, we only copied the HTML. so I don't think it's going to do magic and make itself look nice. So what are we going to do now? As you can see, if we inspect it, we have a lot of missing for not found files. So how can we fix this? For not found are almost the images for not found. So we need this to be just like how the template was when we got it. So let's go back to the fashion template that we just got and copy the CSS, the font, the images and the JavaScript with also the source. But first of all, let's create a static folder in our website directory. So name it static, then we create another folder with the app name again, website, very important. Then we copy the files we just copied now. We copy the CSS, the font, the image, we copy all this into that folder. So we open the static folder, then we open the website. So we paste the code, paste all the files we just copied from the fashion template, the CSS, everything. We paste everything here. Okay, it's taking time. I think it's a large file. So now we got everything. We got the CSS, the images, we have the JavaScript, and we have the sources. So let's go back to the browser and reload. Finally, it's gonna work. Ouch, it's still not working. Something is still wrong. Why is it not working? But we just copy the CSS and everything into the folder. Why is it not still working? Okay, I thought it's going to work. I was sure that this is going to make it work. Let's go back to the source code. We have the files. Yeah, we can see the files there. But why is it not working? Let's open the index.html. Let me make room. Okay, let me close this. So we are having all this imported, everything seems fine. But now in Django, things are handled differently. We handle static files differently. So let's see. Everything now was supposed to be working fine. Let's view the page. Let's view the page source. Okay. Still not found, but I can see it in my files. I can see it there. So why is it still not found? So we need to do this. We need to open a curly bracket. Then we type in a percentage and a static. Then a single quote. Then on that single quote that closes the whole file. Then a percentage. Then a closing curly bracket. Then we save it. It's still not working. Now we have a much problem. Invalid block tag on line 16. Line 16 is just the line we just worked on now. Yeah, so it's saying we didn't load the tag. So okay, let's go back up and load the tag. So we need to load static. Load static. Now let's see, maybe it's still going to show the errors. Let's save it down. Yeah, okay, it's not showing the error, but it's still not working. So we need to do the same thing we just did for this. Now we need to do it for every one of them. So let me do a shortcut here with control click. So let's do a control click. We have to hold control to actually do this, to do a multi-line typing. Then with the static single quote. Okay, like I said, we need to hold control, then click on the places we want to do multi-line typing on. Then we have a percentage in closing curly bracket. So let's save and reload. Make sure you do a control F5, shut down the server and rerun the server again. So I'm going to pause the video. Now I'm done with everything. Now I've fixed everything, all the places that is needed. I've done everything there. So I made a mistake at first. So if you notice, I added the website to it now. Like I added the app name to it. So we have a static, then the website, then the main code itself. So let's refresh. Now as you can see, the 127.0.11 for 8,000 is working. Okay, now it's working with all the codes, everything set up, with the JavaScript, the jQuery, the CSS, everything is working perfectly. So now Django is finding the files, the CSS and the JavaScript file. Let us view the page source. As you can see, before it was saying not found. But now it's not showing that anymore because it's finding them. So this is actually how we're gonna do it. So this is the shop now, the collection. We're going to be working on the shop next. Let's go back to the code. Let's go back to the views.py and create another function for the shop.html. So we have to create a function dev with the shop that takes in a request. Okay, then we have to return render that takes in a request again. Single quote shop.html. Now, like we did in the last video, we need to take this and import it in the urls.py file. So you have to say path in a single quote shop, then views.shop, then the name, then shop. Remember, you can name it all this, you can name it what you want. So let's see, maybe this is going to work. We're going to get the shop HTML file on the browser. Okay, let's open our browser up and navigate to 127./shop. Now this /shop now is pointing to the urls.py file, to this shop itself. It's just like saying facebook.com/something. Then we have template does not exist. We have seen this error before, so what really caused it? We need to go back to the source code. We didn't add a website, our app name to it, then a slash. Okay, now let's save it and go back to the browser. Okay, now we have a shop, an ugly looking shop. Okay, so what is happening? We have to do the same thing we did for the index.html. We need to do it to the shop also. We need to do all this static, all this stuff. Now we need to do it to the shop itself. And don't forget to load static at the top. Don't forget to load static at the top. Okay, let's begin. I'm going to do a static website. Okay, I just follow what I type. So let's do a multi-line typing now. I told you it's going to use control, then we are going to hold control and click, then let's paste. Okay, then let's close it with a percentage and a closing curly bracket. So I'm going to pause this video and come back when I'm done with everything. So I'm finally done with everything. I'm done with the shop, I'm done with everything. So let's view it in the browser. As you can see, we have a shop with the JavaScript, everything intact, and we don't have any not found element, so everything looks fine. We don't have the ugly looking just HTML we have before. So if we click on shop now, it tells us page not found. So it's pointing to shops.html. So we need to fix that. So when we click on shop, it takes us there. Let's go back. Let's go to the code. We'll go to the index.html. Let's look at where the shop is. Okay. We need to get rid of this. So we need to open a quote now. Then you curly bracket the percentage with a URL with a single quote. Now we type the name we gave it in the urls.py, that is shop. The URL makes it easy for navigation. The name, that name we gave it, is going to be used to navigate to other pages. This name itself. So that's what we're going to do. Let's save it and run it. Let's go back, let's save and run. Okay, let's reload. Okay, we said invalid block tag online 167. Did you forget to register or load this tag? Let's check it first. Okay, we have double single quote instead of a single quote. So let's save it and run it again. Okay, now it's working. Let's click on shop and it takes us back to the shop. Nice. Okay, that's nice. So I would advise you do the collection, the blog, the contact, and the pages yourself, because in the next video I will not be showing this. I will be assuming that you have done it already. So don't forget to subscribe, and thank you. Hit the bell icon for where I upload a new video.